Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Nicki Minaj is out there working the behind out of lottery ticket, Drake and Playboy Cardi. Now, we're also going to be talking about the Transformer facing backlash for the statements that she made in a previous space. And Armon Wiggins all of a sudden is professing his undying love for Nicki Minaj. And we're also going to be talking about Ice Spice trying to make amends with the Transformer behind the scenes. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj giving out the lashings to them people. Now, you do know that Lottery Ticket and Drake, it came out that they have a song together, and of course a lot of people started questioning Drake's loyalty. We all know that Judas has been weird towards Nicki Minaj for the longest of time. This time Nicki Minaj said, listen, I'm gonna work the behind out of you. She went on a station head and she was out there calling Playboy Cardi and Drake Act 1 and Act 2, and yeah, she basically gave them a serving, and I will insert that audio at the end of this video because I do understand that some of you may have already seen the video, and I wouldn't want to waste your time. So for those that haven't, stick around at the end of the video. That's when I will insert that audio. But in summary, she basically was talking about exactly what happens in the female rap streets, saying that these girls have no boundaries. Anything that will make them feel like they will go ahead, they will be willing to do it. She even gave an analogy of them learning to fish and stuff like that just so they can get ahead. Like anything that attached to Nicki Minaj, that's attached to Nicki Minaj, or anything that will make them feel like that they have the same relations that Nicki has or the same status that Nicki Minaj has, these girls will go out here and do exactly that. Like if Drake asks somebody to jump, they will literally ask how high, as long as they get a collaboration, because Drake is in close proximity with Nicki Minaj and they want that attachment. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And have you guys also noticed that a lot of Nicki ops have got an obsession sort of with Young Money? If you see the way Lil Kim behaves, if she gets into any form of contact with Drake, with Lil Wayne, you can tell that it's a way of saying, oh, well, I have access to these people too. You can tell that the support system that Nicki had coming up and that entire clique thing that they had, with Young Money, every woman, every female rapper wanted that for themselves, because a lot can happen. A lot could have changed even now. But back in the day, those guys and Nicki Minaj, they were like family. Okay, and it was a beautiful relationship really to watch. And you know, the behind the scenes footage that they will pump out there, it drew people to them closer and closer, and they all want that. They all wanted Drake in their lives. Okay, it's unfortunate that Judas Degrassi decided to sell out, which is very sad considering how far they've come together. But anyway, let us move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. The Transformer, in a video that I did yesterday, she was opening up about not feeling well and exaggerating her pain so that she can get more payments. That was obviously tone deaf, given the struggles that Black people, Black women especially, have, with being taken seriously in situations where they probably need attention at hospitals and things like that. So really, people were not messing with that. People were like, listen, you always say these outrageous things, you always say these tone deaf things, and then no accountability whatsoever. So people were echoing their sentiments on that. And it seems like Barbie really does still think that he runs media. He thinks that he's the president of media. He thinks that is above every blogger. He thinks that is the headmaster, the prefect, or whatever you want to call it, of social media and blogging. Because tell me why he's always policing other blogs. I'm like, Barbie, just because you seem to be friends with the Transformer doesn't make you doesn't put you above all the other bloggers out there. You can tell that he has got this mentality of thinking he can control what people say or what people don't say. They got into it with Milagro again, you guys, and this time he sounded ridiculous, like literally ridiculous, to the point where he was asking a blogger why they talk about the transformer if they don't like her. And I'm like, since when did this become a thing? Like, you only talk about people that you like as a blogger. Are you serious? Anyway, this is what he said. He said, why do you continuously speak on Cardi? You claim everything is a publicity stunt. So why would you sit up here and give it publicity then, daily trying to find a way to twist everything she says or does into something negative, usually finding some way to throw, regardless of how much a reach it may be? Ever thought that one of the reasons there is still so much injustice that isn't taken seriously enough and not with enough agency is because of people like you who weaponize real issues simply to have content against a stranger you're not fond of, using a personal pick I took it of hair at that? You know exactly what you're doing and you wanted this. You can't gaslight me. And this coming from Ken Barbie, I don't know if this should be taken seriously, because he literally does the same thing. Trying to tell other people not to post his friend when all he does is post girls that his friend doesn't like, and then throw some shade. That's all it does. Look at his Ice Spice posts. Look at his JT posts. Look at his Nicki Minaj posts. He does the absolute same thing. So I'm beginning to question the sanity, honestly. Like, what amount of delusion do they feed each other there when they are hanging together? Oh my God. It sounds really ridiculous to try and police Milagro to say that if you don't like someone, don't post them. You literally post Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, and JT, and we all know you don't like them. So where's the difference there? What makes you guys above others? Like, what makes you feel like you call the shots in this blogging thing? Oh, I remember. It's payola, right? Because in the past, allegedly, there's been payolarization of other blogs. You feel like, well, if the big blogs can bow down to you, then the small blogs have to be scared of you. Well, it doesn't work like that in real life, okay? You control those you pay. Those you don't pay, you can't control, okay? And that's Milagro, clearly, okay? Because you'd be surprised for people who say that Milagro doesn't have a platform. They get so heated each time that this woman posts anything. You know, they try and downplay and say that, well, she doesn't have an audience and things like that. So why are you so heated? If she doesn't have influence, if she doesn't have impact, why are you heated? Why are you heated, Kenneth? Why? Anyway, Milagro said, are you slow, Ken? You ask me why I continuously speak on the transformer, dumb behind question. Why you felt the need to throw shaded Ice and JT over their cells and tell that dry behind story about what you and your friend discussed. Why do you post content at all? Did you ask TMZ why they ran at least 5 transformer headlines this week? Y'all got jurisdiction over this sheet. And I'ma discuss what the F I want to discuss, okay? And he said, me and my audience concerns, y'all wouldn't believe what the quotes and comments of that post look like. But you're still heated. Whether she has 2 quotes, 2 comments, and whatever it is, you guys are still heated, okay? She has you heated. So, like, this entire thing, honestly, she's like, this man sounds really dumb, if you ask me. Really, really dumb. Because then Milagro said, Ken, this is a gag to you. We all know people listen to me. Cut it the F off. You post celebrity news online and do whatever you do online, and I've never played with you about it. What I do is why I haven't worked a 9 to 5 my entire adult life. Like, imagine MF doing something in the same wheelhouse as you trying to play, okay? And honestly, yeah, yesterday when I saw what Ken was saying, that's when I was like, this is a lost cause. That's why the transformer comes out and lashes out and goes on these spaces. It's because if she's surrounded with people like this man, yeah, clearly it's chaos there. Because I feel like this man is just happy to be in the Transformers' life and will leak the Transformers behind with no regard of how the consequences will be like in the long term. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you're my true friend, yeah, if he can't even check himself, he obviously won't be able to check the transformer. So that's insane. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that delusion. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Armon Wiggins. Well, there's another one. Armon, in his mind, is out there now thinking that, well, he is some form of Nicki Minaj because of what happened to him at Fox. Now, when I saw this, I saw him tweeting it. I was like, okay, what's happening? He said, I love Nicki Minaj at this point. I see what the F she be talking about, but people will make it seem like you fall out with everyone when these MFs are all weird, okay? And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, what's tea? What's this new discovery that you have found? Like, what is it that has been done to Nicki Minaj that made you realize that, well, this woman has always been telling the truth? So I got curious, okay? And then I joined the space. Lo and behold, Armon was talking about his life story at Fox. Armon was talking about his messy situation at Fox, and somehow he has convinced himself that, well, he has been done dirty like Nicki Minaj. I'm just like, I don't know where Nicki Minaj, gets in this entire Fox so Funky Dineva and Al Reno's situation. I really don't know how Nicki got into this, because I think the space was titled I Love Nicki Minaj, and I joined. I was like, let's hear what this man has to say, given how funny and how two-sided he has been towards Nicki Minaj. Now, people don't understand that he's critic. Like, when we say that he's out there switching side and things like that, it's just like me waking up tomorrow, you guys, and all of a sudden I am beginning to praise the Transformer. But then when you look at it, I don't even disrespect the Transformer the way Armon has even disrespected Nicki Minaj. This man has spoken ill on Nicki Minaj's family, called her all sorts of crazy names and things like that. So I'm like, for somebody who has done things like that, please, let's not do that. Let's not wake up tomorrow and make it seem like we've always been giving neutral commentary. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. So I joined the space and I'm like, why are you using this woman's name in your space? Like, just do your own thing. Why do you find the urge to involve Nicki Minaj where this woman must be exhausted? Oh my God, I can't even picture being her. Imagine minding your business and the next thing you are involved, you are like the heading to a folk soul, drama type of situation. Like, you're literally minding your station head and you're cussing out bees, and the next thing, you're trending alongside Funky Dineva and Armon Wiggins, and you're like, what have I done? I don't even work at Fox, so they don't even like me at Fox. So imagine Nicki Minaj trending next to Claudia Jordan. I'm just like, Armon, don't do this to Nicki Minaj. Like, what is your problem? It seems like Pedro was also not having it, because he was out there calling him out, saying, no, you don't love this woman. You've done a lot of outrageous things to her. So for you to continuously come out here and say that, oh, I love Nicki Minaj, oh, I understand Nicki Minaj, so now you think you're the Nicki Minaj of the blogging world. Because you fell out with Foxhole people, you fell out with Tasha K, you fell out with Milagro, you literally have fallen out with Messily, you're fallen out with the Transformer, all of a sudden you're Nicki Minaj. Now, one thing about Nicki is she has always been true to who she is. She has always been true with her sentiments. She has never had to sugarcoat the truth to be accepted. So already, you guys are not the same. You're not like her, okay? You're not like Barbie at all. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Pink Friday Girls. It seems like it's out there doing its thing. It was actually being reported that, well, Pink Friday Girls has sold 500,000 units in the US right now, and it is the 7th song from the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 album to do so. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj. It seems like she decided to take to her Instagram and her Twitter to also celebrate this achievement. I love to see this for her, okay? And the next thing that we are going, this achievement, what did I just say? The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about lottery tickets tracklist. Yeah, the tracklist is finally out. It is here, and let us take a look at the features and the number of songs. So she has 17 songs, and she has those that are written as bonus songs. Now, I don't know in as far as the sales, if these ones are not going to be included, but I think they will be included, because if she doesn't do that, yeah, this album would do even way less than Ice Spice. So yeah, I think she is going to include put it on the floor, because that's the one that she has. And then she also has Sunday Service Remix featuring featuring Bongo 2 and Flo Milli. She definitely needs those songs on that album. Let us talk about, the other songs. There's Big Mama. We already heard that. She has a collaboration with Coco Jones, and Bongo 2 is also there. Mariah the scientist, of course, that's a friend. She's obviously, it's expected for her to be there. Do we have any surprise here? No, we really don't have any surprise, eh? Yeah, and Sierra is also there. Let's see how this is going to sound. Let us see how this is going to sound. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the track list. I did see some people saying that, oh well, it's obvious they're going to be dissing Nicki Minaj on her song that she has with Bongo 2. And I don't know, man. I don't know, and I don't care at this point, because I mean Bongo 2 was given a platform to actually do a proper back and forth, and she chickened out. So anything else that you have to say now, I don't care. Lottery ticket, I mean, you are just a Barbie light, okay? A light version of a Barb, of a Barb, okay? You've always wanted to be a Barb, so really, I can't take that seriously. Any jabs coming from lottery tickets, seriously. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, Christian Rock. It seems like Christian Rock's mugshot is circulating, and with this entire Christian Rock situation, I will always stand on what I said. I feel like it's a sad situation, especially for the child, because imagine having both parents in jail because they wanted to be social media famous. I'm like, yeah, the internet is going to be the extinction of us as a species, because we love attention so much to the point where we don't know where to draw the line and say, okay, I think I've done enough, let me take a step back. Christian was doing the most before she got arrested. At some point she began acting like she was above the law, above everyone else, above morals, above anything. And it's said that it had to end this way. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Paprika Spice. So they are saying that Paprika Spice was out there trying to reach out to the Transformer behind the scenes. Let us take a look at what the Transformer's friend was out there revealing, on Twitter there. You do know the man has got a big mouth, cannot keep a secret, starts spilling behind the scenes tea, for people to turn on Paprika Spice more. This is what he said. Well, first of all, a little context of where this was coming from. So he did a post and said, Ice Spice's debut album Y2K debuts top 20 at number 18 on this week's Billboard 200 chart, bringing in 28,000 copies in its first week of release. Is this an L or a win for the artist who has been said to be taking sports in courts? Okay, and this is the man who's trying to police Milagro on what to post on how to post about his friend. This is absurd. Okay. He also does things like this, but he then wants to police other bloggers to say, don't talk on my friend when you don't like her. But you're out here talking about another person's friend, and we all know you don't like her. And clearly we can tell that you're throwing shade. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, it really doesn't make any sense. So so somebody said, see, this is what they're talking about. You arrange specific words to ignite slander. You are not neutral. He claims he's neutral. Ken Barbie claims he's neutral. That's the most absurd thing that I've ever heard. Like, he really claims he's neutral. How gullible and slow does he think the world is? Like, anybody can tell that this man is not. He says he's neutral? He's great. Oh, my God. So he said, I mean, yeah, the thing that got me with the whole Ice Spice situation is Cardi told me how Ice Spice came up to her at the Vanity Fair party where they took that picture. She posted and even kept saying how nice and sweet her and Riot was. Then even after the mess on Twitter during the colorism debate, they got on the phone and had a good conversation, clearing up any confusion. If there is anyone who loves getting on the phone with others, it's the Transformer. And trust me, we always hear about these phone calls of his. Like, I don't even understand. We know that celebrities talk on the phone, but the way the Transformer and Ken Barbie are always like, well, call her, call Cardi, call the Transformer. They spoke on the phone. I'm like, are you guys the first people to be celebrities? Oh my God, we know that people talk on the phone all the time. Even Bongo 2, as young as she is, younger than you, the Transformer, we don't hear Bongo 2, always saying, I was on the phone with Beyonce, I was with the phone with Jay-Z. So me and this blogger, we can all tell that some bloggers are biased towards Bongo 2, and obviously Fraudulent Nation is on Bongo 2 side, but we'll never catch Bongo 2 out here saying that, oh my God, this person called me, they speak on the phone. Oh, if this man is doing the Transformers, He does a lot of talking. It's too much talking, too much talking. Your friend is not the first celebrity to walk this earth. Oh my God. Anyway, he went ahead and said even their managers got really close. Now we're getting the scoop, the scoopity scoop. It's going to be interesting co-Atlantic Day. It's actually going to be interesting now that these guys are housed by the same company. It's going to be interesting, okay? So he said even their managers got really close. Now all of a sudden she's taking shots and saying she's taking spots as well. I think that's tired and just shows how she's using that same 6ix9ine formula, and not just with the Transformer but with every female rapper, just to pander to fan bases. But one thing about it, all the girls are catching up. That's why I don't think it's funny when she does things to other girls, like spending thousands to look like them and trolling, because we know what she's doing. So yeah, I thought we'd acknowledge these cells. Yo. It's getting interesting in the streets, So with the other girls, the man is talking about Nicki Minaj. You only started worrying about Ice Spice trolling Nicki Minaj when it came out that Ice Spice doesn't even like your friend also. That's the funny part, is I know for a fact that, well, with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice trolling Nicki Minaj, you only became salty after Ice Spice throw shots at your friends. Otherwise, you were celebrating, you were happy about that. Stop lying, Ken. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. It just goes to show you how messy Paprika Spice is. And at this point, I don't even know if the girl is messy or if she's just a pawn, like Nicki Minaj always says, because at the end of the day, you will realize that there are a lot of men, a lot of people, powerful industry people who are behind her. And these are some of the people that give her these ideas to say, do this and do that. I personally feel like she had felt like she could switch sides and then go on the Transformer side, okay? But then she probably realized that the moment she switches to the Transformer side, people will see her for who she truly was, okay? Because hers would have been embarrassing. I mean, she was gallivanting all over the place saying that Nicki Minaj was the inspiration, or she grew up listening to Nicki Minaj. So it was too fresh for her to act like Nicki is not her idol. So that's why she's still in Nicki Minaj's comment section right now. I guess they sat down and then they realized that, you know what, switching to the Transformer side is not going to do anything for her career. And at the same time, also, the Transformer and her are going to be competing for the same budget. So them being friends is not going to benefit anyone. So I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section, what you think about this entire situation. It's quite interesting. Now, I hope Nicki stays far away from this mess and just watches from the sidelines, because I have told you time and again that female rap unity is heresy. It is heresy. It does not exist. It's very fictitious, okay? It's not a reality. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about all of this drama. That being said, I will insert that Nicki Minaj working session when she was out there working Drake and lottery ticket, as well as Playboy Cardi. After I said that, I will not be coming back. So thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And I will be in the comment section with my other channel, because some of you were complaining that, well, you want shorter videos, blah, blah, blah. So like I had promised, I think months ago, I will be in the comment section. The first comment that's pinned here is the comment from that channel. So you go and subscribe to that channel as well. If you like the instant, if you don't like commentary, because some of you are like, well, we liked you before you gave commentary. Oh, it's too long. Oh, it's this. Stuff like that. If you want me to, talk about, oh my God, this is what the Transformer did. Bye-bye. You will find that on that channel. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel with the first comment, with the pinned comment on this one. Until my next one, see you.
So, Ugly Boy 1 and Ugly Boy 2. They know they forever gonna have a willing participant, because our girls are so desperate for this thing, you know. They so desperate. If a mother tell them to go and catch a wild tuna, skin it and eat it, they would do it. You understand what I'm saying? They would teach themselves that very day how to hunt, fish, swim, kill, eat, cook, everything. You see, because they want it so bad they can taste it. And when you taste it, you want it again. But honey child, they ain't finna taste no more.